Hey everyone, it's Grayson the Goosebumps Kid here. Welcome back to another Goosebumps book review. Today, I'll be looking at part 2 of Invasion of the Body Squeezers. Now, I don't have part 1 with me. I forgot to bring it. But, if you I actually talked about this in the part 1 review. But, if you took part 1's cover and, you, combine them, it would turn into, one image. Which I believe that's the first time it's ever been done on, a book series or something. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened. But, yeah, that's a little fun fact about this book. Anyway, what is Invasion of the Body Squeezers Part 2 about? It follows the events of the previous book, Part 1, and, Jack has just now been seeing the aliens at the end of Part 1. One popped out and almost tried to get him. Luckily, he gets away in the beginning of Part 2. But, he is, now struggling to find words and stuff to explain to his parents about what's been going on. And, the whole point of the book is Jack trying to figure out a way to stop the invasion and or putting an end to the invasion. So, now he gets out of the house. Sorry. He gets out of the house, takes off. But before he can do that, he runs into his, one of his teachers from his middle school. And, teacher comes by and visits him in his house because he actually ran away from the school when he got picked on with the meteor he found. But he came to check on him. Unfortunately, the body squeezer finds the teacher and for some reason hugs him. But turns out when he hugs him, he pulls out these 4 long silver nails and he jabs it into his back. And he basically crawls inside the teacher and possesses him. And you can tell he's possessed by the bubbles, the green bubbles coming out of his ears, and he makes tisk sounds with his teeth or tongue, like that. But he gets possessed, tries to attack Jack, but fortunately Jack's parents come home. However, they don't believe Jack's story. They think the teacher was coming by just to check on Jack and make sure he was all right. So his parents, of course, don't believe him. Goes to school. Turns out the teacher had infected most of the people in the school. Now, I'm not going to tell you who he infected, but he did infect the mailman on Jack's driveway. Let's just say after Jack realizes that some of his schoolmates and or teachers got infected or possessed by the body squeezers, let's say he runs home and he is shocked about what happens once he gets home. This book was definitely a huge step up from Part 1. I can tell you that right now. Part 1 is it's building up to the climax of the story or rising action. It's sort of like the exposition, rising action. But the Part 1, it was boring to me. This book definitely felt less boring. It was actually quite fun. I really enjoyed it. Part 1 was just kind of boring in some spots, especially with the build-up. But that being said, Part 1 is not a bad book. Part 2, however, I think is an awesome book. I love the whole invasion, just the monsters are cool. I like the way they possess people. It's actually kind of funny. But there were some moments in the book that kind of bugged me sometimes. Like when Jack kept trying to persuade his parents and everybody to believe there was an invasion going on. Now, I understand why he wanted to do that, but it got to the point where, dude, just move on. They're not going to listen until they actually see it. They're not going to believe you. Stop trying to get them to believe you. They're not until they have visual proof. But anyway, Mr. Fleshman, this part of the book, you don't really get to see him that much, not until the ending, and you find a huge twist that I'm not going to spoil for you. You're going to have to figure that out for yourself. Speaking of the ending to this book was very rewarding. I do like the build up to the ending. I thought the twist was really cool. I enjoyed it. Maybe for some people you could see the twist coming, but for me, I was kind of in the middle there. Like, I didn't know if it was going to happen or if it wasn't. I was just second guessing myself half the time. But yeah, I really enjoyed the ending. The very last page of the book, I hope, leads into the Give Yourself Goosebumps Special Edition, Revenge of the Body Squeezers. I hope it leads into that, but I'm not going to tell you the ending. So, Invasion of the Body Squeezers Part 2. Really good book. I enjoyed it. Yeah, highly recommend it. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 8.5 to, honestly, a 9. I really dug this book. Definitely better than Part 1. However, you still want to read Part 1 so you can understand what's going on. All the characters are cool, like Jack. Sister Billy was annoying. But, you don't really get to see Jack's parents or Billy all that much. Well, you do, but not as much as you did in Part 1. But, yeah, Part 2 is very good. Recommend it. So, what is everyone's thoughts on Invasion of the Body Squeezers Part 2? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Would really love to hear everyone's thoughts on it. I will try to get another review out for you guys tomorrow or Sunday. It just depends on how I feel and when I finish it. But I will not tell you the book yet because I want to leave it for a surprise. So, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to join our Goosebumps Discord. I will leave a link to that in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone. God bless.